Brandon Delisle here to do my functional movie assignment. To start, we're going to start with the superficial backline. The superficial backline runs from the bottom of the foot to the top of the brow. Now it's going to do that in two parts. It's going to run from the bottom of the foot to the back of the knee, and then from the back of the knee all the way up over top of my skull and to the top of my brow. Now, the postural function of the superficial backline is going to be to hold us upright. You can see that the superficial backline will kind of act as a board against my body, and it's going to keep on pulling me and holding me in that straight line. The superficial backline runs through the posterior part of our body, and the movement function is mainly, you can see if I was to tie a rope to my head here and pull it down, it would put my neck into extension. Now that's the movement function of the superficial backline. The superficial backline allows our neck to go in extension and our spine to do extension also. To counteract that, we have the superficial front line. The superficial front line runs from the top of the feet to the back of my skull. Now it's going to do that also in two parts. It's going to run from the top of my feet to my pelvis, and then from my pelvis up through here, and then to the back of my skull. Now the superficial front line really helps balance out the superficial backline in posture, because without it, the superficial backline would consistently be pulling us and we'd just be like this. So the superficial front line gives us a common balance from the anterior and posterior part of our body. Now, since the superficial front line goes up and wraps around to the back of my skull, you can see that it would put my neck into flexion. If that would be the movement role of it, is it can pull down, put my entire body into flexion. To help balance all those two, so we have more than just a front and back movement basis, we have the lateral lines. Lateral lines run from the medial and lateral part of our foot up through the lateral part of our body and into our ribcage in a basket weave. Now, the lateral line really helps balance out the two movements, or the superficial front line and superficial back line, and gives us the movement option of a side to side. You can see how this line would pull me down, and then this line would have to extend because of it, vice versa. The superficial, or the lateral line, also helps in when we're doing movement with our arms and when we're holding weight. It allows so our knees don't buckle inwards. Then we have the spiral line, which really adds up all of the lines together and allows us to have movement on all planes. Now, since the spiral line wraps around us in a double helix, it allows us to do rotational movement in the longitudinal plane. Without the spiral line, we wouldn't be able to do any rotational movement, and it really connects all of the lines of movement together. Now, the unique part of the functional front line and the back functional line is that they're not really used in posture. They're more used for an athletic basis. So they're more used in athletic performance. They're not so much going to aid in the posture as how the superficial front line and the superficial back line will, in holding us in an upright position and giving us proper posture.